Hello knitters, Faye Lynn from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. I have a couple classes, but I'm going to talk about our cotton yarns and the rectangle sweater. So stay tuned. Okay, I have just a couple classes and just a reminder. So the Festival of Stitches, which is this shawl back here where we had all the different stitches going. That class is coming up Sunday the 17th, if that be from 10 to 12. That's a reminder for people. If you want to come and start it, be my guest, you can do that. You'll need one of each color, and here are the colors behind me. Those are them. And then the next class, I'm bumping the sweater class again because I screwed it up again. I put it on the 17th, but hey, the Festival of Stitches is on the 17th. So it's now on the 30th, and that is a Saturday from 12 to 2. Saturday from 12 to 2, the 30th. And again, this is your sweater class, and this is how to begin your sweater correctly. Or if you're in the middle of a sweater and you need help, you could of course come, but you can come to any workshop for that. I'm going to be talking a lot about the rectangle sweater. So this class would be a great place to start a rectangle sweater. Rectangle meaning you're making two rectangles and you put them together and it's a top. It's not a sweater, it's a top. And so, so that class is on the 17th. No, on the 30th. That class is on the 30th. And then I'm adding the holo. So we have a new cotton yarn from Earth Yarns, which is the company that we get. These are Earths down here. We get a lot of their fingerings at Stripe. And this is a DK weight cotton linen blend. It's really pretty how it does its coloring here. So we have, what do we have? 5 colors left. So those are our colors. Nice, huh? So those are this is a DK weight yarn. And then the sample they sent us is this really cool little shawlette, or, you know, neck thing just to keep you warm. Or even I've seen people wearing it like a headband. Cute. But anyways, you have these crazy, wonderful eyelets. So the whole thing is knit. There's no purling, but then you have these, and these are not hard. They're actually pretty fun. I just was looking at them. So that's to make this, and of course you can make this bigger into a full on shawl if you want to. You can also make it a bit smaller, so it's more of the one that you can just tie around your neck. You can control the size because you start over here, so you just make it however wide you want it. You want to stop there and then start making and just get rid of this whole middle section, you could. So this class is the 24th, August 24th, which is a Sunday from 10 to 12. Okay, so let's talk about rectangle sweaters. So I looked at crochet. People do this a lot. I could not find one pattern in a knit thing to show you exactly what it is. The Cancun boxy top is the closest thing there is. It's the only thing there is, and that's the one that has, I'll put it up here, that's the one that has all the different kind of stitches, which you don't have to do. But the thing is with this rectangle, you can make a bunch of them and do different stitch stuff each time, and it'll be a totally different top, totally different yarns, different colors. Start having a bunch of t-shirts. You know, you don't worry that you have a bunch of t-shirts and that they all look the same. You know, you wear your t-shirts. So this is sort of that kind of a thing. You can actually do quite a few of these and change them up enough to where they're totally different from each other. And yet you're just knitting two rectangles and you're seaming here and you're seaming under the arms. And it's just, it's amazing. So, so the yarns we have, so the cotton yarns, I mean, you can do this out of anything, but the cotton yarns, so that it's a summer, I'm still going to go through what we have so you know what we have. So Wing Q, which is this one right here that one of our clients just finished up. And so this is a thick, thin yarn. It's a cotton silk blend. And you can see how, you know, it's got some texture to it, which gives it this sort of rustic, organic kind of look to it when you knit it up. So that's, and again, many colors, many colors. Then that's a worsted. Then this is Cumulus, which this is also, these are all wash and wear, by the way, because we use these a lot for baby stuff too. Cumulus, so this is extremely soft. It's, as you can see, it's basically crochet construction on the strands, and it's very soft. The colors are amazing. And so this is a worsted. And then we have our bulky, which is the bud, which has texture to it. And this is 100%, what is this? Yeah, this is 100% cotton. Again, wash and wear. And then we have these that are variegated, which this is just a gorgeous color. This would be a gorgeous, gorgeous top. This is absolutely beautiful. So that's the bud. And then our linen one that we have in right now, that's pretty much all linen. It is, yeah, it's 63 linen. The rest of it's cotton. This is a sport, I'm gonna say, yeah, this is a sport weight. This is what we did the sabai out of, which I'll put up here. So that's this one, but it can be a rectangular top. This could be a rectangular top. Sabai has some stuff going on up here, you know, that you have to do. Rectangular tops, man, they're so easy. So this you could do, and it's beautiful fabric after you've washed it and dried it, washed and dried it a couple times, and it softens up, because that's what linen does. Linen is not like, linen isn't this luxurious knit fabric, knit yarn, it's more like a string. But once you wash it, you know linen, once you wash it and dry it, and you sort of, it totally softens out, and it's wonderful. So that's the Junto, this is Junto. So that's our linen. And then my top, which I showed you last week, the peony. So this is basically, you could do this the same as rectangular. This pattern had other things going on because of this up top, but you wouldn't have to do it this way. You could still do this stuff up top and on the bottom and make it two rectangles, and then you're just seaming up. So this is, and then any of the rectangles you can add arms to, because I just picked up the stitches around my armhole to make my sleeve. Simple, super simple. So so you can also add sleeves if you're not a sleeveless drop, you know, where it's ending here. If you want more sleeve, it's easy to add a sleeve. So this is the Brittany that I did this out of, and this is silk cotton viscose, and we have I don't know, 4 or 5 colors still, and this is beautiful. Again, this would be, I wish I could wear these colors because I think they're so classy and wonderful, but man, it does me no favors at all. This is the one my top was made out of, which we have plenty of that one. Yeah, so rectangular tops, I would come in and start a rectangular top. If you want wanting to know what's next, that'll be amazing, and you might get hooked and make yourself 4 of them, you know, and we'll just vary them. We'll get some different stitches going, some eyelets going, so you have some holes. I'll put a couple things up here. I can sort of show you this, sort of give you an idea of what it would be like. But you can look at any sweater, really, and if you see something like, oh, that's a good stitch, we can put it into a rectangular sweater. That's what's so great about it. It's a rectangle, so you can't really go wrong. So it's a perfect, not thinking, but really wearable and not expensive because you don't have the whole sleeve things and stuff going on. Top that you can make really simply here at the end of, you know, we're in August now. People are doing their last bit vacations, road trips, perfect road trip knit, perfect vacation knit because you don't have to have a pattern. You're just knitting and purling probably. And so it's a perfect time to do this still. And even in the fall, you can always wear something underneath it, you know, and it's a top. You can make it like it fits you well, or you can make it really, you know, boxy and have a lot of ease where it falls much further down on your arm. And it can be a bathing suit cover, a little late, but it could be a bathing suit cover. It could be a lot of things, totally a lot of things. So think about it. And the sweater class is coming up. Now, what you need to do is you need to have get your yarn, you need to do a swatch. We have to do a swatch because there's no pattern. We're making the pattern up, but we're making it by how many stitches you're getting on your needles with that yarn. So we have to have a swatch, which is to cast on 30 stitches, knit for like 3 inches, and I'll get the count, and then we do our math to make sure to get the fit and the size that you want. But super, super easy, you guys. It's totally so much fun to knit this thing because it just looks really good, and it was like nothing. Okay, and that is it. Now tomorrow, Sunday the 10th, is the fiesta in downtown San Clemente, which is, you know, they got all the vendors down the Del Mar, which is a street over from us, and I think there's a band, there's food, all that stuff. So we're not open. You can't park. You can't, like, it's a full-on big thing. So we will not be open this Sunday the 10th. So just FYI, if you're thinking about coming, don't come Sunday, come Saturday or come next week. So that's that, and I think that's it, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.